Just a reminder that these videos are made for adult doll collectors or adults buying dolls for others. This is not a video for children. Viewer discretion is advised. Thank you very much for listening.
Hello Internet! My name is Kelsey, and welcome back to my closet. As you can see, I got my shelves back the way that they were. This one is slightly higher up than it used to be, just because I wanted a little more headroom for the dolls on the shelf that's directly behind me, but it's nice and level. Nobody's slipping and falling, and everything is stable, so I'm very happy about that. If you watched my 2024 doll ranking video, you know that I bought Iris Bow from the Creative Crystal line of Rainbow High, and that's who we're going to be reviewing today. She was $24.99. I ordered her on Amazon, and she was a pre-order that was supposed to ship in January, but she wound up shipping sooner, but I didn't have time to review her before my ranking video. So here she is now. I really liked Iris's design when I saw the stock pictures for these. First of all, she's the only doll out of the line that doesn't have a solid plastic clothing item, which I can't believe I didn't notice in the news video when I talked about them. Like, I could tell there were plastic pieces on Violet and Skylar, but because you couldn't see Bella's skirt all the way, I didn't realize that that was plastic, and Amaya's really tricked me, but in other stock pictures you could see it more clearly. Iris does not have plastic clothes, so that was the first plus. The second one, I really like the way they did the rainbow color scheme for her. I like it better than what they've done with Amaya in the past. I think because she has more of like a grounding color with the red. Sunny has rainbow accents too, but she has the main base color of yellow. Iris definitely is more rainbow forward, but she's got a lot of red emphasis, like especially with the shoes and the accessories, so I think that helps with the rainbow so that she's not too clashy and garish. I kind of have made a rule that if I'm going to like any of the new Rainbow High dolls, I would prefer it to be a new character. There's another reason why Iris ticked that box. And I was very curious about this Creative Crystal, you know, the gimmick of the resin. While it seems like it's highly inappropriate for children, I'm not a children. And I have been dabbling more with the resin in the Make It Minis. You know, I guess MGA just had so much resin lying around, they were like, oh hey, why don't we put it with our Rainbow High dolls? That'll be fun. And I'm not gonna do it here. I'm probably going to show you everything, and then I will maybe take my phone downstairs and kind of film what I do with the resin stuff, because it's a little, I've done resin stuff in the closet here, and the resin smell kind of lingers because it's so enclosed, so I think it would be better to do it in a more open, aerated space in my house. Plus, it will give me a little more room to work, because it's hard to do it, you know, over a camera while you're on the floor. So yeah, and because I have resin and other elements from my Make It Mini capsules, I was thinking I could make something a little more interesting than just the plain red. Let's take a look at the box real quick. It's nothing too different from what we've seen. Her name is up there, Iris Bow, Creative Crystals. You can make all kinds of stuff. And here on the back is a big picture of her. You can create 5 different accessories or create wear for you too. Oh, I think I'm gonna skip making the ring for me. You can see the headband is there, part of the purse, the ring, the base for the sunglasses, and down there are the earrings. For some of these, you could use the item without the resin, like especially the headband and maybe the purse. You just have to keep it facing one way. But the sunglasses look weird and the earrings look weird without the resin. So, I don't know. I feel like this is weird for kids, or not. It's not really suitable for the age demographic that Rainbow High is going for now, and a lot of you pointed that out in the news video where I originally talked about them, and yeah, you're right. I mean, they were going for a younger demographic, and now they're including an element, like a main element of the doll that's made for older people. So either parents are going to say, you can't play with the accessories because I'm not making the resin for you and you can't make the resin, or I don't know, they're not gonna realize that there's resin involved and then they're gonna have to sit there and try to babysit their kids while they impatiently wait for their accessories to be dry. I don't know. It's a very strange decision. And if you were at all interested in Iris, here's her barcode. I'm not sure when they're going to start showing up in stores. The last couple times I went to Target, the shelves were still pretty empty from the holiday season, so they'll probably be stocking up soon. Anyway, let's open her and we'll look at Miss Iris. Alright, so here is Iris. She's out of the box, and man, she has had a bad hair day. Yeah, this is not supposed to be two separate things of hair. It's supposed to be one thing of hair, and it was packaged very badly for this texture of hair where like I had to try to pull it out, and now some of the pieces are dangling. It's so frizzy up here. They did not treat her hair nicely, which is a shame because how often have we gotten nice textured hair from Rainbow High? Also, like, the ends, I guess they put product in the ends, but it doesn't feel like nylon. I mean, I think it's nylon. Why would they? I can only think that they might have changed hair types just because of the texture. Because, I don't know, they do curly nylon, right? I don't know. This is very strange. It doesn't feel nice, like normal. It's a little crunchy. And again, that could be product, but at the same time, it's so dry up here. I don't know. And I'm afraid to wash it because I don't want to lose the curl, but it's kind of a mess. So I've never recurled something so tight, like really tight coils, but I could try. Besides that, she is very cute. I mean, obviously the doll is the main reason why we're here, right? We're not here just to play with the resin. Let's take a look at Iris. First of all, she has a very pretty face. She has really dark skin, which I think makes the rainbow elements pop a lot more, and the rainbow pops against her dark hair as well. I love the makeup that they did for her. It's like this shimmery rainbow gradient that goes all the way around her eye. She also has rainbow edges painted, and her eyes are like an amber color, which I think is a newer or just a rarely used Rainbow High eye chip. Yeah, because I can't think of too many dolls that have this particular eye color, but I like it. I like it with the rainbow. I like it with her skin tone. Her skin tone is such a nice, rich, dark brown. And her lips are a little neutral. She just has a little bit of red, and they're shiny, kind of glossy, with a brownish lip liner. It's an ombre, I would say. I don't think I would have gone with any color brighter on her lips. And the thing is, even though she has the rainbow on her eyes, it's not so out there that it's taking over her face and making her look clowny. Like one of the Amayas, I think it was a Series 2 Amaya that had a really vibrant rainbow makeup, and it just kind of took over her whole face. This blends really nicely and doesn't make her look super clowny, and especially because she has the rainbow right at the front with her hair, so you wouldn't want to have then a really bold rainbow on the face as well. Like I was saying about the hair, it's kind of a mess right now, but we have dark brown, tight waves. There's an underlayer with rainbow, a little peekaboo rainbow underneath, and then up at the top we have the regular Roy G. Biv rainbow pulled into two space buns that go to the back here. Her hair does feel a little bit thicker than Rosetta's, but that might be because of the texture in it. But I don't know. I bet if you let down these rainbow parts, they would make the entire head of hair feel a lot thicker. 1 point to Iris over Rosetta. Obviously, because she has earrings that we're supposed to make, she has earring holes already in. And then her outfit, it's nothing super spectacular. And yes, the shirt has sequins, but they're clear, so you can't really see that they're sequins unless you get up close. But I really like these as Rainbow High styling pieces because you could reuse them on any doll because it has all the colors in it. And I've always loved the rainbow stitching that they used on other pieces in the past. So her shirt is a crop t-shirt, has a collar that has gold lining, and then there are cuffs at the sleeves, and it's a rainbow gradient from red on one side all the way to purple on the other with the clear sequins, and it velcros in the back. Like I said, she does not have any plastic clothing, which is nice. So I think because the sequins kind of stop slightly before the cuffs, so I believe the material that the shirt itself is made out of is satin. And then the cuffs are more like a stretchy knit sweatshirt kind of material. There is also this little peach stitching going around the collar area, and it does continue around to the back of the shirt. And it's supposed to look like tucked under. Let me open it up. I'm curious to see what it looks like underneath. Okay, so they actually put a lining of some kind of thinner nylon or something. I guess that kind of helps with turning it under to have that tucked look to it. That makes it a higher quality clothing piece, at least. At least we haven't lost all quality at Rainbow High. And then we get down to her skirt, which is a white pleather as the base material. The belt is sewn in, so if you turn around to the back here, it is connected. She's doing a backward stab. Oh my god. It is connected into the Velcro at the back. The belt has rainbow stitching around the edges. We have the buckle. There are some belt loops on the skirt, little studs on the end of the belt. And then it looks like a wrap skirt with a geometric pattern of rainbow stitching that goes all the way around. And again, I've always liked the rainbow stitching. I think this is slightly different from what they used to use, like what they used on those black pants from the closet. I've always loved those pants. This looks more like they just switched colors here and there. The thread itself is not a rainbow gradient. They just moved from one color to another as they were stitching, which technically makes it a little more complicated because they had to thread and rethread the machine with different colors. You can also kind of see some overlapping spots. Like over here you can see orange and green and blue and red are kind of overlapping on some of the stitches to give the illusion that the thread is ombre. Would I have preferred the ombre thread? Yes. Will I take this over a plastic skirt? Also yes. And then for a final detail, under this wrap part, we have a faux zipper train, and for non-plastic clothing, they did a really nice job, I think. It's similar quality to what we might have seen in old Rainbow High, just they didn't layer as much as they used to with old Rainbow High. But, you know, it confuses me that they put all the clothes and everything. I guess compared to the other dolls, she doesn't have as much clothing, except Amaya. I don't know if Amaya has a shirt under her hoodie. If not, she just had a hoodie and a skirt. Bella, you know, she had like the shirt and the undershirt. Violet has that big poofy caveman vest. I can't believe that's a thing. And Skylar has a shirt and a skirt. So like, why did they give them plastic pieces? Why couldn't they have just done more outfits that were similar to this so we didn't have those plastic pieces? So yeah, outfit, pretty basic, but a nice quality outfit. And then finally, these shoes I'm gonna try to find a replacement for in my existing Rainbow High collection, but we have these jelly boots. They are translucent red, high platforms, treads on the bottom, and then rainbow buckles on the side. The idea of these is cute, like the rainbow buckles, but I would have loved to see them in white or black or some other neutral color that was not translucent. Even solid red would have been a little better than the translucent red. This just makes them more kiddish, which I guess is what they're going for. As a base doll, she's fine. Very pretty. I do really like her face. And I like the hair color combination. It just really is going to need some love. And her articulation, since she doesn't have glitter legs, she's got head movement, of course. Shoulder and elbow, sadly, no wrist. Sadly, no nail polish. And they did get rid of the twist at the thigh, but we still have our double jointed knees, so that's something. Alright, and now we can look at all her accessories. So first I will point out, and it's likely because of the whole resin thing, she does not come with a stand like Rosetta did. I have spare Rainbow High stands, so that won't be a problem, but just something to note. She did come with some instructions on how you're supposed to do the resin, and it's actually in 2 pages, and there's even repair tips. Iris did not come with a stand, but she did come with a brush or a comb. In the instructions, it actually says to use the side of the comb. I think it's the other instructions, yeah. It says to use the back end of the comb to wipe away excess resin in your mold, which I feel like would just make this a mess. And then if you don't clean this properly and then the kid tries to use it in the doll hair, that's gonna be an even bigger mess. This is the bottle of resin. It's got the warnings on it, of course. It's got kind of a crystal design. Kind of looks like a giant nail polish bottle or something. And then we have 4 silicone molds. So this one is for the purse. Say rainbow shape. We've got this that goes on the headband, a little star decoration, because they're rubbery. They're picking up all the fuzz in my closet. And then we have the sunglasses and the earrings, and the little gem for the ring that's supposed to be for the kid. And this is what that looks like, the base of the ring. It's just golden plastic. It's got a big empty space for the gem, and it can't really even fit on my pinky. Like I said, I'm not gonna bother with using any resin on that. Maybe, I don't know, can I make this into a choker or something for somebody else? I don't know, I'll think about it. The earrings, the base of the earrings, I definitely do want to make these as well, but I think I'm going to do the purse in this video, and then maybe in another video or in a short I can show you guys doing these. But they are little hanging earrings with a rainbow shape. These are the glasses. Now these you wouldn't really be able to use without the sunglass, like the front part, because they look like a tray. Very strange looking, but they're just a standard kind of sunglasses shape. Arms have stars on the ends. They're pink, and then there's yellow ones, and it's the same on the other side. They're not even really red. They are more like a salmon-y pink. These, though, you could definitely use the headband or headphones, whatever you want to call them, without the resin. It is a golden, faceted-looking headband. It's supposed to look like a crystal. The ear parts are kind of hollow, and they are red painted, but the plastic itself is gold, because you can see that on the inside. You can't even really see it unless you're looking for it, but this right here is where you would attach the stars to decorate it if you made that piece. But if you flip it this way, there's nothing on this side, so you could just put it on her, and you would never really know the difference that there was supposed to be something. Of course, her hairstyle doesn't really lend itself too well to these headphones. She doesn't need the headphones really, but you could use them. Or you could use them on some other doll. There's also this, which I guess makes sense for how you're supposed to attach the star piece to the headphones. It is kind of a tray, and on the back is the little connector. So this is what it looks like, sort of, with the star on it. I think instead of headphones, I would have preferred just a regular headband. Like, just take the earpieces off and just leave it like this, because that's actually cute. I'm trying to... Perspective! I'm wearing it! Haha! That didn't work that well. But anyway, yeah. I would have preferred just like this. Then it would have been cute. We also did get sandpaper that has Rainbow High branding on it. 100% grit. Yeah, it's sandpaper. And they've been including little pieces of sandpaper in the Make It Mini capsules with the resin molds. And then this, I think, is a drying tray or something, or you're supposed to I guess you're supposed to put the mold for these things, the glasses, the earrings, and the ring on top of this while it's drying. And then finally we have this, the base for the purse. So like I said, you could use this if you keep it facing this way. You've got kind of crystal looking clouds and then a bumpy red rainbow on this side. But it is hollow like a tray on the opposite side. because you're supposed to snap the mold in, and then it has a flexible golden strap. You could wear it like this and never turn it around and no one would know. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and make the purse, but instead of just pouring red resin in, and this mold is a little more complicated because you see it tells you to like tilt it to make sure everything is full, and then to take it out in a specific way here on this panel, to take it out in a specific way from the mold. But I'm up for the challenge, and I want to make it more like a rainbow, or at least something a little more colorful than the red, because I have other colors of resin from the various Make It Minis that I haven't necessarily used the resin on. So I also have glitter powder from some of the lifestyle ones, like with the teapot, where you painted the inside with the glitter. So I thought that would be fun to add in. So what I'm gonna do now is we are going to jump cut to me doing the resin, and I'll probably put a voiceover in for what I do. And then you'll jump cut back here, and we'll end the video.
All right, so everybody, welcome to the kitchen table. And we've got everything here that we'll need to make this rainbow thing. I've got all my Make It Mini supplies. We've got the purse piece, the sandpaper, the mold, some rubbing alcohol, my UV flashlight, a paper towel, and most importantly, coffee. So I'm gonna take the mold, and the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna paint some of this glitter powder into the cloud parts. So I've got the little paintbrush, and I think, like I said, this came from the Lifestyle series where I painted it into the mold to make a vase and the teapot. So I'm just gonna coat the clouds really well with this powder. And there you can kind of see that it's in there. Now we're going to take clear resin, which came with the Make It Mini Holiday Christmas tree from this year, because you're supposed to flock the tree, but I never did that. So I'm gonna take this clear resin, I have one of the little spatula things, and I'm gonna just pour it in to be the cloud. So this way, they'll come out looking kind of pearlescent. And I'm just trying to make sure while I'm doing this that I'm getting all the air bubbles out, because I don't want it to be bubbly and weird. I'm doing a flatter layer first, just so that it'll be easier for it to cure. So I've got my little handy dandy UV flashlight, and we're just gonna get this baby going. And so I did both clouds, and it takes a lot longer than what you see in the video, because you have to just kind of hold it there for at least 5 minutes. And this is why I can't imagine kids doing this, because if they don't have the flashlight from Make It Mini or a really, really sunny place, it's gonna take forever. But anyway, here the clouds are done. You can see I'm poking at them and they're nice and solid. So what I'm doing now is I'm taking my rubbing alcohol and I'm gonna wipe off my little spatula thing, which is really, I wish I had read the Make It Mini instructions a while ago and learned about the rubbing alcohol, because it makes it so much easier. So I'm gonna start with this pink. This actually came in a Make It Mini birthday capsule. My brother had got me a few for my birthday in October. I was gonna make a video and then it never came to fruition, but I have the stuff from it. That's gonna be our first little layer of the rainbow. Like I said, the rubbing alcohol really does the trick. It makes it not sticky when you take the stuff out of the mold, and it also really cleans off any residue. And then this is some leftover purple from the Make It Mini Halloween cake. And I was gonna try to get the spatula in there, but then I wound up just squeezing it onto the spatula instead, because that was a lot easier. And then to make sure that those two layers were well cured, I'm going to cure them first before continuing adding more colors. And at this point you can see that I had to plug my flashlight into my backup battery because I was using it so much. Now this one is from the lifestyle vase that I did. It was coral, but I remembered the order of the rainbow should have been yellow next. And this lemon, it was from also the birthday capsule. I think it was supposed to be like cupcake icing or something. So I'm putting in some yellow. So we've got our yellow, and then we're going to take the coral. And this bottle, it's cute, but it's a little bit harder to work with because of the shape of it. You really gotta squeeze. And I used the majority of it during the vase because it was a big mold, so you really had to fill it a lot. And you can see I got a little resin on the table there, but that's okay because we've got the rubbing alcohol. Now at this point, I was gonna use the red, but then I remembered I had some green left over from the teapot. And I know this isn't traditional, I probably should have put the green in lower, but you know, sometimes they have non-traditional rainbow order things. So I figured, let's change it up. We'll use this green because it's a nice pale seafoam green. I thought it was really pretty on the teapot. Now we're going to put the rest of the clear on top because this was not tall enough, and as it will turn out afterwards, it was still not tall enough to fill the entire mold, but I didn't have any other clear resin that I could use. I probably could have put the red on top to finish it off, but you'll see that once we take it out of the mold, it doesn't properly snap into the purse because unless you fill that mold all the way to the top, the little ridge that's supposed to go in the tray doesn't get formed. So we wound up instead with like a flat rainbow emblem, but you'll see once we get to that point. And actually, before we reveal everything, I did flip it over to cure on the other side just to make sure everything was totally solid. And now it's the moment of truth. We can reveal our rainbow. So they tell you to pull those two ends at the same time and then kind of push where it says 2 on the corner with the cloud. It wasn't too difficult to get it out, and you can kind of see the beginning of the ridge that you would snap into the purse. That's what our rainbow looks like. Pretty cute, right? I think the clouds are my favorite part with the glitter dust. But that is supposed to be there, and me, I'm like thinking, oh, this is overrun, so I'll just sand it off. No, you were not supposed to sand it off. But I guess I'll have to try again another time to see if I can actually make it properly and make it come out and fit into the purse. At this point, I'm gonna rub it down with some rubbing alcohol because like I said, it really does take the stickiness off, which is nice because then you don't feel like you're getting residue on your fingers when you touch these things. But that's what it's looking like. But yeah, then I realized, uh-oh, I can't fit it in the purse. So I kind of messed that part up. But if you fully fill the mold, you shouldn't have this problem. But you can get the general idea of what it's supposed to look like. Anyway, back to the me in the closet.
Wow, other me, that was really great. You did such a good job making that purse. I can't believe how amazing that was. Anyway, so that is our look at the Rainbow High Creative Crystal line, specifically Iris Bow, the new character. Time for some final thoughts here. As far as Iris goes, I think she is very pretty on her own. Oh, I forgot to change her shoes. So let's see. I actually have a couple options for what shoes we're going to change her into. First of all, there are Kaya's shoes with the heart heels. There's also, to go with her rainbow theme, these shoes, and she also kind of has stars, so this might work too. These are from the Avery set, I think. Original Avery Styles set. Yeah, I think it's between those two because I don't really have anything else. I would have said Cheer Ruby shoes, but I never took them off of her when I restyled her. Did you guys ever notice that I got a Cheer Ruby finally? I actually got her on one of those Instagram sellers. She was a really good price and she had everything, so I was like, yeah, I was just talking about wanting a Cheer Ruby. I'm going for it. I already washed her hair, but it didn't come out very well, so I might need to do a boil. But anyway, I wanted to give her a different outfit, and so I got rid of her regular outfit, kept the shoes, but gave her Kaya's pants and Lily's varsity jacket, which I think they go really nicely together. It's incredible. And then this is a mini fashion bag. So yeah, finally got Cheer Ruby, my favorite Ruby. But yeah, I would have given those shoes to her, but she's still using them. So what I am going to do though is I'm going to try Scarlett's glasses. I don't know. What do you think? Scarlett's sunglasses? What do you think of Scarlett's sunglasses? I mean, the red kind of goes, but I think the black's a little too heavy because she has more white in the background of her clothes, so probably not. Let me show you the shoe options. Which shoes do we like? Here's Kaya's shoes. I mean, the pink is a little more forward on these because of them being on the toe, but then you get the red in the background. You know what? I think these are it. I think they're in the spirit of her aesthetic with the stars and the rainbow. They're a little shimmery. They also have some white in the straps. I think these really work with her outfit. Such an upgrade from those red boot things. I mean, these aren't the worst Rainbow High shoes like in the new series that I've ever seen, but they're not the best either. So we're gonna stick with these. Overall thoughts now that we've changed her shoes. Iris as a base doll is very pretty. I do really like her face a lot. I like the makeup, that it's a very subtle rainbow in the eyes and everything. They didn't make her too bold and clowny in the face. The hair needs a lot of help, but we'll see how that looks once I wash it. And then her outfit has no plastic elements, which is very nice. I had to change the shoes, but that was a minor detail. So for the newer Rainbow High dolls with slightly less articulation than the originals, I would say she's probably one of the better options. Now, as far as the whole thing with the resin, I've done the resin stuff before with the molds in Make It Mini, so it's fun. It's more hands-on, a little more creative, and if you do have resin or you want to make it out of other materials that you can use a mold with, that's fun too, because you can reuse it and make different options. I guess if you used something along the lines of like Model Magic or other air dry clays, you might be able to pop it out and make replaceable designs for the sunglasses. That might be cool. I guess there are more options for customization if you got all the dolls in the line and you got the different colors, or if you've gotten the Make It Mini capsules, you can make these whatever color you want. It's just a strange choice. I still feel like it's a strange choice for younger kids who A, want to play with the doll right away out of the box, B, shouldn't really be playing with something like resin because it's not super safe. I guess parents need to do their research before they buy this particular line of Rainbow High. Then again, if they've been paying attention to Rainbow High in the recent year of 2024 till now, they'll know that a lot of them come with some kind of messy element like slime. So I guess they might be prepared for that. But yeah, it's just strange when they were trying to put these dolls towards a younger audience that they would include something that's meant for an older audience. I would love to hear if you have some kids in your life that got one of these. I'm sure that maybe they don't have them yet, but in the future, come back to this video and comment and tell me what they felt about the resin element. You guys let me know what you think, and like I said, if you have any children in your life that get one of these, let me know what they think, because I'm very curious about that. And are you going to get any of these for yourself if you don't have any children in your life? Do you ever use the resin? Or have you ever done the Make It Minis? Is that something that you avoid? Let me know. And as always, thanks so much for watching the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share the video with your friends, and until next time, bye! I need to go to the spa and get my hair done.